DevOps engineers earn an average of $133,000 per year in the United States, according to Built-In. Learn these essential skills to start your DevOps career in 2024. Hey, it's Paul from Server Academy, and we're going to cover the skills that we consider the most important to learn to become a DevOps professional. Let's get started. The first thing that you should do is become familiar enough with DevOps that you can describe it to someone else, like an interviewer. What is DevOps? What does it do? What problem does it solve? Learn about DevOps life cycles and practices. Learn virtualization. Download and install a free virtualization tool like VirtualBox that allows you to create virtual machines and virtual networks. VMs allow you to practice installing other operating systems and learn in a sandbox without fear of messing up your computer. Now that you've learned how to create VMs, it's time to install and learn Linux. Any GUI-less operating system like Ubuntu Server, CentOS, Alma Linux will do, but we at Server Academy prefer and teach Ubuntu Server since it's free and Debian-based. Once you have an OS installed on a VM, you'll want to learn things like creating Linux users, managing and updating packages, managing firewall rules, etc. Bash scripting is all about automation, and Linux makes it really easy to automate scripts when you combine them with cron jobs. One example we use in our Linux Fundamentals course is to create a bash script that will back up your home directory and then create a cron job to automatically run the script once per week. Python's simplicity and power make it ideal for scripting and automation in DevOps. It's widely used for creating custom tools, automating tasks, and interacting with third-party APIs. Learning Python enables you to handle various DevOps tasks more efficiently and is highly valuable for cross-platform development. Now that you've learned bash scripting and Python, you need somewhere to store that code, and this is where you're going to learn Git version control. Git is a fundamental skill you must learn, as you will be using Git version control to manage and back up your source code. It allows teams to collaborate effectively, track changes, and revert to previous versions when necessary. You can create a free account at github.com to get started learning Git version control. Continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment are the pillars of DevOps methodology. They allow you to frequently integrate code changes into a central repository and automatically deliver or deploy the code to production. An easy way to get started is to use GitHub Actions. You can also create a VM and install the free Jenkins tool and create a CI and CD pipeline inside of that VM. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video, please drop a like and subscribe as it helps us continue to bring content like this. All right, moving on. Configuration management. Ansible allows you to define your infrastructure as code. You can specify which packages should be installed, what user accounts should exist, and much more. Ansible ensures that all systems are configured consistently and correctly. You can use a Linux VM to install Ansible and practice making playbooks for other virtual machines to learn this tool. You can learn different CSPs or cloud service providers like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud by creating a free account in each of these CSPs. Create an account and try creating simple 1VM labs to get a feel for how each of them work individually, then practice automating the configuration for your cloud VMs with things like user data scripts and Ansible. Terraform is a vendor-agnostic IAC or infrastructure as code tool. IAC tools allow you to manage and provision your infrastructure as code instead of needing to click through menus, which can take quite a while and is prone to user error. Infrastructure as code is perfect for small-time lab environments because you can quickly create and destroy cloud infrastructure as desired. You can also see if your infrastructure has strayed away from the baseline and fix any inconsistencies amongst your configuration. If you create a free account at a cloud service provider, you can use Terraform to create your labs and then destroy the labs with a single command when you're done using them. Pretty cool. Containers provide a light way to package applications with their dependencies in DevOps. Docker is key for creating consistent environments for development, testing, and production, ensuring that applications run reliably when moved from one computing environment to another. Docker Hub contains tons of Docker images that you can quickly deploy with Docker. Try setting up Grafana or another monitoring tool inside a Docker container, and it really is as simple as executing a few commands. Kubernetes is vital for managing containerized applications at scale. It handles the deployment, scaling, and operations of application containers across clusters of hosts. You can set up something like an Elk Stack or Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana to monitor your VMs you set up in VirtualBox or in the cloud. You can collect logs, create some dashboards, and configure alerting for things like low disk space or high CPU usage. You can use a tool like Docker to get an Elk Stack set up and running in just a few minutes. Which of these tools are you learning? Did I miss anything? I want to hear about it. Anything you had to say could help other DevOps professionals. Leave a comment below and let's continue the conversation. Also, create your free Server Academy account to get our structured online training that includes courses, quizzes, IT labs, and much more.